So have you ever had one of those days where you feel like you might just be a clerical error? Like your whole life is just a file that got opened but never really confirmed? Well, we're about to dive into this incredible and frankly deeply weird novel that asks that exact question, exploring the bureaucracy of what it even means to exist.
I mean, wow, what an opening line. This immediately drops us right into the world of our protagonist, Maren at the precise moment his reality starts to, well, fray at the edges. It's like the world is a blank page, and it feels like Maren's story is about to be completely erased.
And there it is. That's the terrifying question Maren is suddenly forced to deal with. See, this isn't about dying. Oh no, it's something stranger. It's about being retroactively declared null and void. His entire life is about to unravel, not with some big explosion, but with the quiet, persistent hum of bureaucracy doing its job.
All right, so Section 1, a summons to non-existence. Maren's erasure doesn't happen all at once. It's not some dramatic single event. It's more like a death by 1,000 paper cuts, a slow collapse as the system just sort of tidies him away.
Just look at how it happens. It's so subtle and strange. His bank account isn't closed, it's just resolved. His old boss sends back his personal things, except they're not his things at all. It's like his whole history is being overwritten with someone else's. Every piece of his identity is being chipped away, one bureaucratic detail at a time. And then he gets this phone call. And this line, it's just so chilling. The receptionist doesn't ask how to direct his call, but how to direct his absence. The world has already moved on, accepted his non-existence, and filed him away. But, and this is key, that phone call gives him his one and only lead, a strange, mysterious place called the Department of Arrivals.
So, now we get to the Department of Arrivals itself, a bureaucracy that exists outside of reality. Maren, with nothing left to lose, follows this bizarre trail to a government office that, by all logic, really shouldn't exist. It operates by rules that seems to completely defy physics and reason.
So his journey into this impossible place starts right away by breaking a rule we all take for granted. You get in an elevator, you expect it to go up or down. That's just what elevators do, right? Well, not this one. This one lurches sideways, pressing him against a mirrored wall, where he sees a whole hallway of his own reflections, each one looking a little less real than the last. It's such a fantastic visual for what's happening to his own identity.
And this is what really nails the whole point of the department. It takes him to a floor that literally shouldn't be there in an 8-story building. This place operates in the margins, in the gaps, in the spaces that reality hasn't officially accounted for. Once he's inside, Maren finally gets the official jargon for his condition. He's not non-existent, he's unprocessed. And listen to their language, it's so specific. You are here, but you have not come. It's like he's a file that was opened but never closed, a literal ghost in the machine. Okay, so this all builds to him being brought before the ultimate authority of this place, the adjudicator. It's like the big boss fight, but with paperwork. And she's there to resolve his case by asking him a question that cuts to the very core of what it means to be anything at all. First, the adjudicator redefines his problem. She tells him he's not an error, he's discontinuous. The line connecting him, the actual person, to the record of him has been severed. He physically exists, but all the proof is just gone. And then she hits him with this just wild question. To figure out how to file him, the department needs to know, is he a static object, like a chair that's just present in a room? Or is he a dynamic happening, something that arrives at a place, like a guest? And here's how they see it. It's this incredibly stark binary choice. In the eyes of this bureaucracy, you are either a noun or you are a verb, a passive thing or an active occurrence. There's no in between. And somehow, Maren has to figure out which one he is.
So after all that brain-twisting philosophy, the adjudicator moves on to a surprisingly simple physical test. She asks for the most basic, fundamental proof of existing in the material world. It's something we all just take for granted. And that's the moment the horrifying truth really lands. He doesn't. He lacks the most basic evidence of his own solidity. It's like his metaphysical problem has now manifested physically. He's become a man so discontinuous that he no longer even interrupts the light. So, the space between the files. It turns out Maren isn't alone in this.
His strange condition is really just one version of a universal experience that the others in the department's waiting room know all too well.
As he talks to the others, it all starts to click. The cartographer sees the gap between the actual land and the map. The teacher sees it between the written letter and its meaning. The doctor sees it between the real patient and their diagnosis. This gap between a real thing and its official record, it's literally everywhere.
And then Pell, the teacher, just lays it all out with this incredibly powerful statement. They're not errors in the system. They are the system's limitation. Their identity is the gap itself, that unrecordable distance between what's real and what's on file.
All right, on to the final confrontation. Choosing the door. In his last meeting with the adjudicator, Maren is given what seems like an impossible choice. But his answer is amazing. He completely transcends the system's logic and creates a new category they have no file for.
The adjudicator lays out the ultimate choice. Be the person on the file, solid, recorded, confirmed, or embrace this new reality and be the gap between the files, the quiet, invisible space that allows the records to exist in the first place.
And Maren's answer is just brilliant. He rejects the binary. He doesn't choose the room or the hallway, the thing or the space. He chooses the one thing that connects them.
And this perfectly sums up his genius move. A door isn't the inside or the outside. It's the opening between them. He completely reframes the gap. It's not a void or an absence of information anymore. It's a passage, a place of connection. He just created a third option that the department had never even considered.
And so that leaves us with this fascinating question to think about, right? In our own lives, are we defined by the official records, the labels, the job titles, the confirmed data points? Or is our truest self actually found in those unwritten, unrecorded, and totally unprocessable spaces in between?